Welcome to another episode of RateOrRoast, my rig. I am your host, Fluff, and if you'd like to see your own rig get rated and or roasted, I will link down below in the description where you can send me a pic of your rig, and maybe it'll be on a future episode of RateOrRoast, my rig. Let's get to roasting, shall we? Wait. What? I'm out of here. Just kidding. But seriously, what is up with this guitar? This is like, okay, you know what guitar I'm talking about. Let's not even play around. You were like in woodshop class and they were like, pick a project you want to build. And you were like, I want to build a guitar. I want to build a flying V with a Dean headstock. You ever see that drawing of the horse that like the first half's like perfect and then it just becomes, like a 5-year-old drew it? That's this guitar. The headstock, you perfectly crafted, you fine-tuned it, you dialed in the lines, and then the body, you were just like, yeah, I'll wing it. It looks like if you try to describe a flying V, what someone would draw with their eyes closed, left-handed, if you're right-handed. What is that? Anyways, you have what looks to be maybe another homemade guitar on the left, which looks much better than the than the third one from the left. You got a Jackson, you got an Agile. I don't know how to pronounce those guitars. Jet City amplification. Your rig is a little messy. That guitar is atrocious and makes me want to get a seeing eye dog because I'm going blind looking at this thing. However, I'm gonna still give your rig 2.5 out of 5 beards. We have a good doggy. Boy, girl, I'm not sure which it is. However, God, I love dogs. We don't deserve dogs. You have a Schecter. You have a hilariously not great camouflage strap that doesn't go with the guitar at all. You have a beer. Beer's good. And you have a Black Star. You know what? I'm not even gonna make that joke because you know what? I've made peace with Black Star. I don't hate Black Star anymore, guys. At least to think I don't. I don't have any reason to make, because the stuff I didn't like, they don't even make anymore. So I don't know. You got a nice little tidy nano pedal board. I like that. And it seems like a quaint little rig to be, doesn't look like you're in a house. Looks like you're in a single wide or something, or maybe a trailer. I'm not really sure. However, rules are the rules. I don't make them up. I just follow them. You have a dog in this photo. Automatic. 5 out of 5 beards. Woo! Woo! Look at this rig. God. You got the PV 5150 stack. You got a, geez. Tell me you like PV without telling me you like PV. The Mississippi Marshall. This is a crazy rig if you actually start looking at this. Like you have the old, you know, like you have the PA or the bass heads. You got the older PV stuff. You got the Valve King, and I think that's a Bugera, but who cares about those? You have the old 90s Charvel as well. The single cut Charvel, so sick. This is a cool rig. I can smell the bong water from here, but still, and the smoke, the old stale cigarette smoke that most of this gear probably smells like. However, love it. This rig is awesome. But it's loud as hell in there. I'm gonna give your rig 4 to 5 beards. So your rig appears to be a Fender Tele, some sort of a stomp box. Maybe that's just on display, I can't really tell. You have some monitors and you have a quad Cortex and a computer. And that's basically it. That's your rig. This looks like one of those displays that you see in IKEA. When, you know what I'm saying? Like when you're walking by, when you're going through the aisles of IKEA and they have the little facades of like, here's the typical bedroom and here's the furniture you can buy and here's the tags. And then here's the kitchen and here's the musician's room with a Titanic poster, no less. Weird. But this looks like, this is a cool IKEA store. So you can go up to any one of these tables and be like, oh, what's this table? Oh, it's Kyrgyzog Oh, cool. I love this Kurzog table. Or this Victory 212. What is it called? Wait, what's the model name of this Victory 212? Oh, it's called Unskaven with the 2 dots. Because, yeah, that's how they spell things in Sweden. And then you have little monitors and all that kind of stuff that's not really for sale, but the rug is. And if you really like the rug, it's going to be on like, aisle E6. You guys have been to IKEA, right? But nevertheless, I like simplicity and I like how organized this is, and I back it. You know what? This is the future. The future is now. A guitar, a quad Cortex speaker cabinet if you're feeling fruity, but other than that, pretty simple. I will give this rig 3.5 out of 5 beards. Listen, you can do whatever you want in the garage. I don't care what you do in the garage, just you can't do it in the house. You can do it in the garage though. Hold my beer. You have here, is that a CC drum kit? So you have a bunch of $500 guitars and you have like a $3,000 drum kit. Clearly that's not your drum kit, it's probably your drummers. But you have a wall of amplifiers. I like that your heads are on a shelf that is coming from the ceiling, and everything has Christmas lights amongst the ducting and the electrical cables and the mic cables. It looks like a good time. It looks like a vibe. I know exactly what this band sounds like already. And I think you do too. Three out of 5 beards. Here we go. We have a nice, clean, a little living room, a little bedroom setup maybe. Got a Les Paul, we got a Strat, we got an SG, we got an EVH. Someone's an EVH fan. And then you have a 5150. You have, the 5150 half stack. And then you have the most adorable dog ever. Your dog is probably Death from the 5150. But you know what? He doesn't care, neither do you. But rules is rules. This is 5 out of 5 beards. And last but not least, we have a submission from my Discord server. If you want to go hang out on my Discord server, link down below in the description. And oh my goodness, look at this rig. Here's the tough part about this job. I'm supposed to roast this. I'm supposed to roast this rig. First, you got the Karstens amplification Corgan amp, the Grace. You got a Rev 120. You got 2 Omega amps. And then you have an amp switcher with reactive load. And an effing PRS Eagle. Are you kidding me? What am I supposed to do here? I'm like slightly upset that what? And your house doesn't look that, cause like I would initially say, okay, this is probably your rig. This is like a $30,000 rig, but your rent's probably $1,500 a month because you probably live in an apartment or something, but it doesn't look like it. I literally have nothing to roast. Other than your rig is way overkill for home. Although I'm staring at my all my wall of amps and yeah, what do I know? But you do leave your guitar plugged in. That's annoying. Don't do that. I'm gonna dock a beard for that. I'm sorry. You were so close to getting 5 out of 5, but you know what? Because your guitar's still plugged in, 4 out of 5 beards. And that does it for this episode of Rate or Roast My Rig. If you have a rig that you would like to see rated and or roasted, you can submit down below in the description. And with that, you've been wonderful. I've been Fluff. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.